What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another SLA video. Folks, it's been a little bit quiet. This month has been a quiet one, and with quiet times comes a little bit of processes that you need to go through in order to get ready for the storm before the calm, right? So let's get ready, guys, and talk a little bit about what you need to prepare for yourselves for the upcoming content that is dropping. We're getting quite a bit dropping next month. We're getting the brand new Overseer library, plus, of course, the WOBL, and perhaps still rumored to be a collab. But of course, don't forget, guys, tomorrow we are going to get brand new weapons right after reset. 2 new fire weapons are going to be dropping. I'll be doing a brand new live stream right at night as soon as reset happens, and then we'll be doing some Pokemon as well too. Speaking of which, don't forget, guys, content creator program is still going on. It's right over here. Remember to click that support button. We have 3 active codes currently, with a 4th one on the way once I complete the next set. If you are not supporting yet, click that support button, guys. Completely free. Get yourselves 3 active codes, including 2,000 essence stones and other things as well. So very, very important to do that, guys. It's one big way to get yourself free resources. I want to say a big shout out to my top 10 as usual: BW Panda 11, J Stowe Telio 101, Sod Beef Patty 8077, 3175, which I believe is Cap, Mr. WRX 0640, and Patches, and everyone else supporting all the way up to the last 4,490 members. Thank you, guys, for your love and support. All right, so there's not much to really do here, guys, but I do want to talk a little bit about how to set yourself up for success on the upcoming content. Number 1, Overseer content, right? You guys are aware that Overseer content, we are going to get ourselves a piece of content that requires you to use multiple different, units only for a limited amount of time, which means you're going to get yourself ready here with various units. So if you guys have not seen the tier list, go check out the tier list, get those units ready, and get your elemental teams ready, level them up, get your growth going, get their weapons up, etc. Now, if you have not summoned for the idle units, or if you have someone for the idle units, I apologize, and you haven't completed their weapons, it's too late, unfortunately, guys. If you go to crafting, we were mentioning this all along, you cannot craft their weapons any further. But if you have not done that, don't worry about it. Focus on the other units, obviously, right? Or if you just started the game and you get a chance. But if you look here, the idle units weapons are not available. I know some people were asking, so I just want to cover that right away before we go any further. So start leveling up your units, guys. Get their growth up, get them ready with gear, and get ready to put through a little bit of gold and time and resources to do that. Try to get yourself 1 element or 3 units of each element ready at the very least, and get them ready for the Overseer part. Now, if we move over to WOBL, which is probably what a lot of you guys are going to focus on content wise, the rumors are still fire and dark, right? Now, with the collab units dropping, the rumors are they're going to be water and fire. And with that being said, you're going to probably want to focus a little bit more on fire and dark as well too, just in case dark is the better of the 2 options. And this is going to be for Valthair WOBL, not the Monarch Rock Passa, aka Tarnak to me. I don't know why they call him that. So how do you prepare yourself? So a couple things to do. Number 1, your skills for Sun Jinwoo, right? You guys can see here, skill research. There's a section here to go and get your things to mythic. You should be focusing on getting yourself all of your fire and all of your dark skills to mythic at the very least. Fire should be your priority, in my opinion, especially with fire kick. And if you can get yourself a detonation, which you guys see I just got right there, enough for it to go to mythic, push that as well too. So your 2 main skills for fire are going to be detonation, and it's going to be the fire kick. Now, some cases that may not be true, only because we are going to need some break skills as well. Now, in case you're looking for a break skill and you don't have a break weapon, for example, the fan does heavy break, and the new Essel Spear is going to do break as well too. You may want to consider working on getting yourself a break skill as well, right? You can focus on easier break skills like this one over here, which is Wildfire. You can get yourself Decimation over here, or you can push over here for Dagger Toss and get Explosion. Those are all great skills to break for fire. Fire doesn't have the best break skills, but it definitely has some of the best DPS skills out there. So definitely check that out, guys. And if you are looking for a break skill, then I would highly recommend focusing on the ones I mentioned. Ideally, the best one I'd say is probably Decimation, because it also does increase your critical hit rate damage by 80% for 5 seconds. And the best one in terms of speed of breaking, just because how quick the cooldown is, which is 15 seconds, plus the fact that it does more damage on enemies with weakness. This is not a bad one either, the Wildfire. So those are not bad options. I still think the best one though is going to be Decimation, which is really sad, because quite honestly, there needs to be a better break skill. So there you guys go. Those are the skills to focus on. So number one, go into your skill section, skill research, guys. Get yourself your dark skills up and get yourselves your fire skills up. Get ready for action because they're going to be important. Also, don't forget, you should have had a couple free choices for blessing stones. So make sure you choose the proper blessing stones as well as the proper runes to get yourself ready for that as well too. Okay, so a couple things you should definitely be preparing for is that. Now, speaking of blessing stones, because we are always talking about blessing stones on a constant basis, and there's always reasons to increase them. For fusion section, remember your heroic blessing stones. You want to make sure, guys, that you do try to get yourself additional blessing stones under skill research up if you can. Okay, this is the only reason I say if you can is because these blessing stones here are going to increase your total power, which means you're most likely going to benefit from that quite heavily when it comes down to harder content. So when WOBL hard mode comes out, you're going to want to at least get yourself a couple mythicals, and if you can push these mythics further even into, you know, the mythic plus territories, the plus 2s, 3s in terms of the amplification, you definitely want to do that, guys. Okay, so amplification, you guys are aware here, you need to get a secondary mythic in order to push it. You guys can see here Kasaka, right? I don't have a second one, but when I do get a second one, I can do it, etc. Right? So these are all important things to do, guys. If you can get additional versions of these and push them to +1s, it's not much in terms of what it gives you. Like, it gives you only attack, additional defense, and additional HP, but it does push your power even further, and that's going to help you prepare. Second thing you guys want to do, of course, is get all of your weapons to 120, whether it's your hunters or it's going to be Sanjanu. Push that all the way up to 120 and try to get as many advancements as you can. New weapons are coming out, so you may want to save for those. The 2 fire weapons are coming out together. If you haven't checked the video, go check it out. You can see what they're all about. And also, don't forget the hunter ones are also very important. So push your hunter weapons also up there in order to get that done. All of this is going to cost heavy resources and gold, guys. So keep that in mind. Artifacts, obviously, artifacts are common sense. If you have any level 75 artifacts, it's time to farm, guys, and get yourself level 100s, or use the enhancement and push them up to 100 right now, especially if they have good sets and good gear, right? And don't forget, you can also craft gear at any time now, so you guys can go to the crafting section and craft what you need as long as you have the prisms for it. Or even if you don't have the prisms, you can still take a chance and see if you get something good through the system. Again, will cost you quite a bit of gold and resources as well. And then more importantly, don't forget to finish all of your Yogg and Brawn stuff. Remember, once you start doing more Yogg, and if you completed it, right, you can see I'm level 50 now with Yogg, but if you go back and you do more Yogg, you can actually trade the shards in for Baron shards, so you don't have to do Baron, and you continue farming the higher level stuff, and that will help you guys grow as well. And then lastly, the most important thing probably in terms of power growth is going to be your shadows, guys. Get this up ASAP. All of your shadows should be general at this point. Everyone should be going in and trying to push to get yourselves abyssal crystals, also converting these into shadow echoes because you get so many traces now. So everything should be general. Go into your skills and try to get every skill minimum to 7, because once you hit the 7, you're going to need to start doing other things like using your mana power extracts, which is going to cost quite a bit. So save those for your hunters instead, but at least try to get everybody to 7 if you can. You guys can see everyone's a 7. And in order to unlock skills, you have to unlock the weapon. So this is why it's important, guys, to go for abyssal crystals. Once you've kind of done all of that and you've pushed the limit to as far as you possibly can, don't forget, you guys need to now get the brand new shadow wave right over here, right? The shadow waves, in order to push your army further from 150 all the way to 156, which I think is the max at the moment. So guys, very important. This is going to be your biggest power growth. So you have to focus on this, whether it's hunter mode or Sanjanu mode. They give you the most amount of power. And then lastly, after the shadows, there's one other thing everyone should be focusing on, and that is the armory, of course. You guys can see on my free-to-play account, I'm all +8s and +7s. I'm trying to push the rest, so I'm saving all of my advanced mana crystals to get more of these right here, the mark of ×3s, and push everything equivalently across the board to the next level, and then go and then do the next to 9, and then finally to 10. If you're doing that and you're doing fairly well, I can imagine normal mode will be a joke for you guys. Anyone who's up probably battle power 2.4, 2.5, you'll probably kill it. Anyone who's looking to do hard mode, you're probably going to need closer to the 3 million mark. So right now, I'm personally preparing myself for that point right now and trying to get myself to 3 million as soon as possible, so I can prep myself for hard mode when it drops the following month, not next month, but the following month, because that's most likely when it's going to be released. All right, guys, again, if you have anything to add, comment sections, remember to do that. Also, if you are a fan of Pokemon, remember my Pokemon channel is up and running. In terms of this channel is also doing it, so we are doing a battle rip and ship today. If you are interested in joining, all you got to do is just purchase the minimum amount required on the website. It's linked to every single chat, and you guys can get yourself into that battle and have a chance to win a free Mega Evolution Infernal X box, which is worth $150, plus a slab of Flareon First Edition Jungle, also worth $150. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.